Dear friends, myself, Dr. Sirsat CV, because of this pandemic conditions of the COVID 19 throughout the world, in our India and Maharashtra also, you know very well the situation. And therefore, I would like to teach you about the BSc first year zoology paper first entitled Protozoa to Annelida. In this paper, there are 6 units, 6 chapters. Among these, the first and foremost chapter, it is the introduction to animal kingdom. Friends, this is the most important unit because it gives the basic ideas, basic knowledge about the zoology. If we understand this unit very well throughout the degree course, it helps for the better understanding of the zoology. Particularly in case of the zoology, you know very well this zoology, which is the most important subject, because this zoology, which is the most important to the science and to the world, because it is the safeguard to the wildlife, as well as it promotes the conservation through the natural rehabilitation, as well as the various other programs. Besides this, it raises the awareness about the endangered species, like the critical, threatened, nearly threatened species, and so on. It is also important to us to understand the different life cycles of the animals, as well as invertebrates. Besides this, it also helpful to know about the food chains which are present in the environment or the ecosystem, and therefore this zoology, which is the most important subject, besides this, it also provides us the food, cloth, as well as the medicine. You know very well, in case of the human being, there are 3 basic needs of the human being, that is the food, shelter, and clothes. Roti, kapda, or makan. Among these, the roti or kapda, which is the most important, and that Food, it is the provided by the animals. That food which is present in the form of milk, it is present in the form of the eggs, as well as it is present in the form of the meat. Beside this, it also provides the cloth as well as the footwears, caps, which are prepared from the fur, hairs of the different animals, skin of the different animals, and various other livelihood are also obtained from the animals. Likewise, in case of the medicine, the various medicine which are obtained, various systems which are studied from the animals, and that data which is obtained by the dissecting of the different animals, we can understand the various systems of the human being. You know very well the zoology, which is the basic of the medical science, and by studying the zoology we can understand about the various diseases like the swine flu, bird flu, as well as it also helps in counter these diseases, as well as genetic modification and tracing of these, which helps for the human being. And thus this zoology, it increases the knowledge of the human being, in turn knowledge of the student, and removes the ignorance. If we ignore about the something, definitely it creates fears and uncertainty. For example, the COVID-19 nowadays, if we understand its structure, its habit and habitat, definitely you will take care of yourself as well as the neighbors, as well as you maintain the or support to the government's rules and regulation by understanding the structure, life cycle of this shape size of this COVID-19. And therefore this zoology, which is the most important, provides the knowledge, and this knowledge which enables to act as a responsible citizens, and therefore the study of the zoology, which is the most important. Friends, in this chapter we should have to study the definition of the zoology, outline classification of the animal kingdom, and third most important subunit of this chapter, that is the major phyla. Now first of all we will see one by one, that is the definition of the zoology. Actually the definition of the zoology, it is the not easier to quote the zoology in a typical world. Actually it is the branch of biology. You know very well the bios, that is the life. That is the branch of the biology which includes both study of the plants as well as the animals. And it is separated from the biology, that is the zoology, or you can say that is the branch of biology which deals with the study of the animal life. And that study of this is the simple definition, very short definition, but that short definition, it is not sufficient. This definition, that is the zoology which deals with the study of the animal life, that study of what is meant by study of animal life, that study of animal life, it includes the habit and habitat of the animals. It includes the structure of that animal. It includes the physiology of that animal. It also includes structure as well as function of their body parts, their embryonic development, behavior, heredity, evolution, and with their relation to the physical environment, plants and other animals including man. Means this is the most important feature which is included in the study of the living organism. Because in case of these organisms totally dependent on the environment and shows the interrelationship with the physical environment as well as different types of the plants and other animals. All these are interrelated to each other for their livelihood, for their survival, and therefore this is also included in the study of the living organism. Thus, zoology, simply it is defined as the branch of biology which deals with the study of living organism, and itself it includes the identification, their taxonomic grouping of all kinds of animal. It includes the structure and function of their body parts, their embryonic development, behavior, heredity, evolution, as well as their interrelationship with the physical environment, plants and other animals including man. This is about the definition of the zoology. That zoology, simply that is the zoos. In Greek language, zoos, that is the animal. Logos means study of animals. Simply in short, remember that it is the branch of biology which deals with the animal life. Now this is about the first unit, first subunit. Now another subunit, that is the outline classification of the animal kingdom. Friends, why there is a need of the outline classification of the animal kingdom? Because, or basically, in case of the life science, there are 4 animal kingdoms. That 4 animal kingdoms, which are the kingdom Protista, kingdom Monera, kingdom Plantae, and kingdom Animalia, which we are going to study. In case of the kingdom Animalia, nowadays there is presence of vast number of animals, that is the identified and described number of animals nowadays, that is the more than 1 million. 1 million means 10 lakh, and at this point there is near about more than 11.5 lakhs animals which are identified and described today. Actually, this is the identified and described number, but estimated number of these animals, that is 4 times more than that of this number. That means near about 44 lakhs animals, 4.4 million animals are estimated nowadays, and number it is goes on day by day throughout the world. Near about 1000 to 1500 animals which are described per year by young scientists of the world, including the India. Now say me, anybody can study all these animals at a time? No, it is not possible to anybody. And therefore this vast and variety of number of these animals, which are different in shape, which are different in size, which are different in structure, which are different in habit and habitat. Not only this, some animals which are present in the deep sea, some animals which are present on the surface of the sea, some animals which are aquatic, freshwater, some animals which are present in lentic water, some which are present in the lotic water, some which are subterranean, some which are present in the on the terrestrial, some are present at the polar region, some are present at the equator, some are aerial, some are arboreal, some are cursorial. How it is possible to study this vast and variety of diversified animal kingdom? And therefore the classification of these kingdom Animalia, classification of this vast and variety of animals, it is the most essential. Actually the Linnaeus, which is called as the father of taxonomy, that is the science which deals with the identification, nomenclature and classification of the organisms, and the Linnaeus, who is the father of the taxonomy, and Aristotle, which is called as the father of the zoology. Now about this classification of the animal kingdom on the basis of certain characteristic feature, this animal kingdom, it is divided into two sub-kingdoms, that sub-kingdom Protozoa and sub-kingdom Metazoa. Now friends, see here, kingdom Animalia, which includes millions of animals, it is completely divided into two sub-kingdoms. That division, it is on the basis of certain characteristic feature. And first and foremost characteristic feature in case of this animal kingdom, it is the size. Protos means first. P-R-O-T-O-S. Protos means first. And meta means large sized. One group, that is the large sized group, and other group which is the smaller, microscopic, invisible to the naked eye, which includes one group, that is the Protozoa, and other group which is the large sized group. Particularly in case of the sub-kingdom Protozoa, it includes near about 50,000 species, and all these animals which are included in this sub-kingdom are microscopic, invisible to the naked eye, as well as it doesn't show the division of the labor. And this sub-kingdom Protozoa, which includes a single phylum of the animal kingdom, that is the phylum Protozoa. Now next another group, that is the subkingdom Metazoa, which includes the large sized animals, which shows the little or clear-cut division of the labor, and which includes most of the animals of the animal kingdom. This Metazoa further divided into three branches, or you can say that is the infra kingdom, and that three branches or the three infra kingdoms, that is the branch Parazoa, branch Mesozoa, and branch Eumetazoa. Now in case of the branch Parazoa, which includes the animals in which the body wall of these animals, it is the porous. That is the special feature in case of the parazoans. One of the most important feature in case of the parazoan, there is a presence of only mouth, systems, are nearly absent, and this poriferance which shows the cell tissue level of the body organization, and the systems are absent. Next branch, that is the Mesozoa. That Mesozoa which shows the intermediate characteristic. Another branch, that is the Eumetazoa, that is the Eu means true, Metazoa means true metazoan animals. And these true metazoan animals of the branch Eumetazoa further divided into two grades, that is the grade Radiata and grade Bilateria. In case of the grade Radiata, those animals which are included in this grade Radiata, which shows the radial symmetry. Radial symmetry means the symmetry which shows the two or more body parts, two or more similar body parts when we cut into the symmetrically, at that time it shows the two or more similar body parts. Whereas the bilateral symmetry, in case of these animals, the body of these animals, it is divided into two similar halls, and such animals which are included in the grade Bilateria. Whereas the grade Radiata, in which the body of the animals which is divided into radial symmetry, which shows the two or more similar halls, it includes only a single phylum, that is the phylum Coelenterata. Whereas the grade Bilateria, which is divided into two divisions, that is the first division, that is the Protostomia, and division Deuterostomia. Now division Protostomia, that is protos means first and stomia means mouth. In case of this division Protostomia, mouth arises from or beneath the blastopore during the development of any organism. There is a stage after the cleavage of the zygote, that is the solid ball, which is called as the blastula, and that blastula, it develops a cavity, and that cavity opens to exterior, which is called as the blastopore. And during the course of the development, embryonic development, that mouth which arises from that blastopore, it is called as the protostomian animals or division, that is the protostomia. And that division protostomia further divided into 4 subkingdoms, that is the subdivision, 4 subdivisions, that is the Acoelomata, Pseudocoelomata, Lophophorus coelomata, and Schizocyloscoelomata. Whereas the grade bilateria, whereas this division deuterostomia, which includes a single subdivision, that is the Enterocoeloscoelomata. Thus, the grade bilateria, which divided into 5 subdivisions, that is the Acoelomata, subdivision Pseudocoelomata, subdivision Lophophorus coelomata, subdivision Schizocyloscoelomata, and subdivision Enterocoeloscoelomata. Now, first of all, we see about the Acoelomata. Acoelomata, that is A means absence, coelomata, coelom, that is the body space, body cavity, ata means animals. Those animals where there is a absence of this coelom, that animals included in this subdivision, that is the Acoelomata. Now question arises, what is meant by coelom? Coelom, C-O-E-L-O-M, coelom, that is the body space. That is body space which is present around the alimentary canal, and in case of some animals, such body space which totally absent, and that group of the animals which are called as the Acoelomates are included in the subdivision Acoelomata. Simply remember that in Acoelomates there is absence of body space or the coelom or the body cavity. It includes a single phylum, that is the phylum Platyhelminths. Next subdivision, that is the Pseudocoelomata. Pseudo means absence. That space, it looks like to that of the coelom, but actually it is not coelom, and it is the cavity of the, or that cavity which looks like to the coelom, but actually it is not cavity. Such animals which are included in the Pseudocoelomata, pseudo means false, false coelom. Those animals in which there is false coelom, it is called as the Pseudocoelomata, and it includes a single phylum, that is the Nemertenia, or generally it is considered as the Acahelminths. Next subdivision, that is the Lophophorus coelomates. These Lophophorus coelomates, which shows the characteristics or development like to that of the, sometimes it is like to that of the Schizocyloscoelomata, or sometimes in some animals it is the Enterocoeloscoelomata. Now particular in case of the Schizocyloscoelomata, in which the coelom or the body space which develops by splitting of the mesoderm, and it includes 3 phylum, that is the phylum Mollusca, phylum Annelida, phylum Arthropoda. Whereas the division Deuterostomia, that is the mouth which arises some distance away from the blastopore. This deuterostomia, it includes the single subdivision, that is the enterocoelous coelomates. That enterocoelous coelomates, that is the group of the animals in which the mouth arises, body space arises by as a pouches from the embryonic gut or the archenteron, and all these animals in which the body space which arises from the archenteron or the embryonic gut included in this subdivision enterocoelomates, enterocoelous coelomata, and it includes the phylum, that is the phylum Echinodermata and phylum Chordata. Nowadays these hemichordates are also included in this group. Now friends, thus there are 10 major phyla, that is the phylum Protozoa, phylum Porifera, phylum Coelenterata, phylum Platyhelminths, Acahelminths, phylum Mollusca, phylum Annelida, phylum Arthropoda, phylum Echinodermata, and phylum Chordata, and sometimes that is the nowadays that is the helminth. Thus there is a 10 to 11 major phyla. Out of these 10 major phyla, your zoology paper first includes these 5 chapters: Protozoa, Porifera, Coelenterata, Platyhelminth, and Acahelminth, which is commonly called as helminth, and Annelida, and the chapter which is going on, that is the introduction to animal kingdom. Now see here, this arrangement or the classification of the animal kingdom, it is like to that of our library. You know very well, in case of the library, there are different types, different subjects, different classes, and the books of the different classes, different variety, different sciences, social sciences, commerce, and if we mix all that books, what will happen? We will not get required book. And to get the required book, the librarian or the system of the library arranges that books class wise, author wise, subject wise, class wise, and so on. As a result, it get that particular book. Likewise, in case of the animal kingdom, the animals which are divided, classified into different phylums, phylum further divided into subphylum, classes, subclasses, genera, families, species, and subspecies, as a result of which we can study that particular animal, and by studying representative of that group, we can obtain the knowledge about that particular species. Not only the species, but it gives the information, it gives the knowledge about that particular group, and therefore this study of the outline classification of the animal kingdom, it is the most essential. Now next, that is the major phyla, that is the third subunit of this chapter, that is the major phyla of the animal kingdom. Now this is the figure of the symmetry, that is the radial symmetry, and this is the bilateral symmetry, in which this crab, which is divided only into two similar halves, such type of the division of the body of any animal, it is called as the bilateral symmetry. And radial symmetry, in which the body of this animal, which is the cycon, divided into two or more similar halves, such type of the symmetry, which is called as the radial symmetry. Now see, this is the vast and variety of diversity of the kingdom Animalia, different types, different size, different color, different shape, structure, habit and habitat of these animals. This is the subkingdom Protozoa, that characteristics which are already described. Next, Metazoa. Next branch, Parazoa, which is also described. Now the third subunit, that is the major phyla of the animal kingdom. That there are 10 major phyla of the animal kingdom. That means it includes large number of the species in this group, as previously described in case of the Protozoa phylum Protozoa, which includes about the 50,000 species among the 1 million species. That means it is the too much large number. Protos means this is the first animals. These are the solitary, single, as well as it possesses the many nuclei. Cell organelles are the specialized nutrition in case of the animal. It is the holozoic or holophytic or saprozoic, free living, commensal, symbiotic or parasitic. These are present in the fresh water, marine water, as well as it also present in the moist soil. Examples, that is the Euglena, Plasmodium vivax, Entamoeba histolytica, etc. Next phylum, that is the Porifera, that is it shows the porous body. It includes about the 9,000 species. Body skeleton of this animal, it possesses the minute calcareous spicules as well as the spongin fibers, solitary or colonial. All are sessile and not, that is the non-motile, mostly marine, and very few are freshwater. And examples, that is the Cycon, Leucosolonia, Euspongia. Next subphylum, that is the Coelenterata, which includes about the 10,000 species, and these are the characteristic feature of the Coelenterata. Platyhelminths, which includes the 20,000 species. Body which is dorsoventrally flattened. Digestive system, it is the branched or absent, without anus, and circulatory system, free living or parasitic. It marine, it is also present in the marine water, fresh water, and few are terrestrial. Example, Fasciola, Tania, Solium, Planaria, etc. Next, that is phylum, that is the Akelminth or the Nematoda or Nemertinia. These are the characteristic feature of the Nematoda. Mollusca, which is the includes near about 80,000 species. Next, Annelida, which includes the 50,000 species. Special feature in case of the Annelida, which shows the metamerically segmented body. Special feature in case of the body of this Annelida, it is elongated. It utilizes the CT for the locomotion, and these animals are also terrestrial, freshwater or the marine. Example, that is the leech, earthworm, etc. Phylum Arthropoda, which is the most important phylum, because in case of the Arthropoda, it includes near about 1,34,000 species. This is the mistake. Repeated one, it is repeated for 3 times. Actually, it is a 1,34,000 species about included in the animal kingdom. And this special feature in case of the arthropods, these are the joint-footed animals. Body of this animal, it is segmented with jointed appendages. Exoskeleton, it is chitinous. Coelom, it is vestigial. Body cavity is hemocele. Terrestrial, freshwater marine. Example, prawn, scorpion, centipedes. Echinoderms, it includes near about 7,000 species. Spiny skinned animals. Locomotion by 2 feet. Example, that is the sea star and sea urchins, etc. Friends, I like this description. Definitely it is beneficial for the understanding of the zoology through the such type of the distance learning. This is my first trial on this of the video recording. Definitely I like this unit, will help you for the understanding of the zoology, and definitely it will increase your knowledge about the zoology, as well as it also provides the definition of the zoology. It also helps in the outline classification of the animal kingdom, in which the emphasis which is made on the protozoa, parazoa and metazoa. Last foremost, that is the major phyla of the animal kingdom, that is the 10 major phyla, that is the protozoa, Porifera, Coelenterata, helminth, which includes the platyhelminth, Achelohelminth, Annelida, Mollusca, Arthropoda, Echinodermata and Chordata. Among these, the first 5 phyla includes, plus the chapter which is going on, the 6th unit includes your zoology paper. First, definitely it will be beneficial for you. Once again, I will meet you in the next video. Thank you.